Hello and welcome to this JumboCast presentation of NCAA Division III men's basketball here in Cousins Gymnasium in Medford, Massachusetts. I'm Jared Davis, joined by my good friend Max Goldfarb in the booth for this game of the Tufts University Jumbos versus the Amherst Mammoths. The Jumbos come in with a 12-3 record, 2-0 in conference, whereas Amherst comes in with an 11-4 record, 2-1 in conference. The Jumbos just come off of a big victory against Hamilton, whereas Amherst beat Bates last night. Both conference games next coming up on their schedule, so this is a big tie for the two teams looking to get a stronghold on the division. Amherst gets Williams, and the Tufts University Jumbos get Bates. We will stop for a second for the national anthem, but we'll continue right after with our keys to the game. Stay tuned, folks.
So as Jared alluded to before the anthem, I will now present you all with the keys to the game. So starting with Amherst first, Tufts' opponent. One key for them will be to force Tufts to shoot threes. It's not a strength of the Jumbos, so it'll be key for them to keep them out of the paint and on the perimeter. Furthermore, their bigs really need to assert their presence to challenge, again, the strong Tufts front court of Rogers and Savage. And finally, being a strength of the Mammoths, they should avoid turnovers. It's kind of cost them in the past when they've gone above their average. So in order to win this game, they'll definitely have to play discipline on ball. And now for Tufts, speaking of their strong front court, they need to dominate down low, get the ball to Rogers. He had a big game last night against Hamilton, so it'll be key to get him going again.
Yeah, I thought there was 16 rebounds last night. That's a huge game on the glass for Rogers.
Right. So on the offensive and defensive side, he is a big part of Tufts' success. And also, Tufts should try to limit Amherst guards to contested shots. They don't have much of a big man presence, so they'll probably try to feed the ball around the horn a lot. So if Tufts can play nice on-ball D out there, it should mean a strong defensive effort.
Definitely. Thank you so much for that, Max. Looking forward to a big game here. Amherst comes ranked in as the number 22 team in Division III hoops. The Jumbos come in unranked, but that might not mean much as the Jumbos here are at home looking to get that grasp on the conference here, trying to go to 3-0 and give the Mammoths, their big rivals, a second loss. We're getting the starting lineups here, and we should be off soon, folks. Get ready for a good one. I'm very excited. How about you, Max?
No doubt. It's first game back for us students, or I should say the second, but first weekend back of games. So it's nice to see Tufts getting off to a good start last night, and hopefully they can continue that success in this afternoon tilt.
Definitely. It's a cold one outside, folks, so we're happy to be in here broadcasting this game for you today. We have a lot on tap for you coming the next 2 weeks with men's basketball, with 3 games in the next 2 weeks. That will finish our home broadcasting of Tufts men's basketball for this season, so stay tuned if you're looking for some more men's basketball action. Tip-off coming soon with Rogers against Shredder. The referee has the ball, and it's up. Shredder wins the tip. Ball's in the hands of Robinson. Robinson gets it back, orchestrating the offense. He's picked up by Aronson. Tufts employing somewhat of a zone here, switching quite a bit. Drives into the lane, and a good finish by number 13 there, Schroeder.
Nice cut by him, just slicing through the Tufts defense for that easy layup.
Carson Cohen takes the ball up court, looking for Rogers down low. He puts the pass up. Rogers gets rejected, number 13, Schroeder. Robinson all the way. Can't finish, but Schroeder with the offensive rebound, and he finishes.
Playing big, number 13. That's 4 points from now.
Rogers at the top of the key. Sets a screen, but good defense there by Allen. He's going to start the transition. That's a charge right there on number 20, Josh Cherry. He's unhappy with the call there, but good defensive positioning there. He had his 2 feet set, and that's going to be first personal foul on Cherry.
And good on Aronson to think, hey, even though he wasn't all that close to the rim, smart of him to plant his feet expecting contact from Cherry.
Little give and go between Rogers and Cohen. Back to Rogers. Savage to Rogers. Rogers down low, and he finishes.
Sure to see that connection a lot today. 2 taller guys down low operating.
Look out for number 25 on Amherst, Fruche. He's their big 3-point shooter. Got to limit his opportunities in this game if the Jumbos want to stay in it. Active hands on the defensive side as Che now has the ball. He gets down low to Schroeder. Hounded by Rogers. Good contested shot there. Good defense by Rogers. The Jumbos going to push it. Savage with the ball. Down low. Steady swings it. Cohen looking for the foul and the finish, but he's headed to the line to shoot 2.
And it was interesting to see that Schroeder and Cherry both seemed to go on Savage when he could have easily dumped it off to Rogers. Nonetheless, a foul, so the ball stays with the Jumbos.
Free throw shooting not really a strong suit of the Jumbos here. Let's see if they can get off to a good start. And he does, sinks that first free throw. Two for 2.
So much for that theory, Jarrett.
It's only a theory, you know, it's a work in progress here.
We'll see, maybe free throw shooting will end up being a key that propels the Jumbos to victory. That's a good start.
Robinson to Allen, down low to Schroeder. Backing down, and he cannot finish over the taller Rogers. Savage pushing the pace. Rogers sets a screen. Savage finishes, almost short fadeaway. Robinson. Cherry. Back to Robinson. Finds Che for 3. And that's off the rim. Rebound, Carson Cohen.
The Jumbos can consider themselves fortunate there, leaving Che somewhat open like that. Definitely doesn't usually end well.
Rogers for 2. Che has it to Cherry. Allen makes a cut. He's open on the far side. Robinson now with the ball. Back to Cherry. Guarded by Aronson. It's going to be possibly a hold or a push. It's going to be Morris's first personal. Just a team foul, so that'll be a
just an inbound
play here. Gets the ball to Che. Guarded by Morris. Robinson hands it to Allen. Allen down low to Schroeder. Schroeder gets it to Cherry.
What presence of mind off his foot.
6 seconds on the clock. 5, 4. Schroeder with the shot. Can't get it to fall. Rogers with the rebound, and he's going to take it up court.
It seems like even early on here, Rogers might be already wearing Schroeder down, missing his last 3 layups contested by Rogers.
Aronson with a sweet stroke for 2. Yeah, both teams coming off a game last night. Maybe the leg's a little bit heavy. See if that plays a factor here, maybe possibly in the second half. But teams looking very energetic here as the ball is in the hands of Cherry. He takes a shot. That's a long 2. Rebounded by the Jumbos and pushed by Carson Cohen. Savage. Slowing it down a little bit, the Jumbos here, as they have a 6-point lead early on in the first half. Savage puts up a 3, but that clanks off the rim. Rebound by Schroeder.
Rogers kind of conceded that one. Hit set on defense.
Cohen looking to take a charge there. There was a little push off with the hand, but he wasn't really set, very sturdy there. He fell down pretty easily, but. Bob Sheldon a little bit upset with this call by the refs.
And a whole host of subs. It looks like Oppenheim coming in for Rogers. We have Brady as well.
Will Brady, number 23, coming in. The Amherst Mammoths also make some changes as Garrett Day comes in. He's a big player off the bench. Something we didn't get to talk about in Keys to the Game, where the battle of the bench could be big here.
Absolutely. We'll see who gets the edge early.
There's Day, finds Cherry.
I think maybe Oppenheim sensed that Cherry's speed was going to propel him past him and decided to play it safe by taking the foul.
We'll reach in there.
No.
And another team foul, so another inbound play. Ball's now in the hands of Tim McCarthy, another big key member of the bench for these Mammoths. Very well-rounded squad. Highest scorer is Fruche with about 13 points per game as Aronson drives into the lane and finishes with the right hand. Robinson backs down Aronson. Che. And a left-handed attempt by Will Faline doesn't go.
Seems like the Amherst bench is doing a lot of handoffs around the perimeters, looking for lanes, but having capitalized on a couple of layups.
I get a little stuck in the key, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. They aren't quite sure how to just get it out and reset.
Ball in the hands of Brady. Back to Oppenheim. He can't collect the pass. And the Mammoths are on the break. Robinson. He's going to go to work. Finds the open man for 3. McCarthy's shot is off. Che with the attempted rebound, but that's going to be off.
Morris, it looks like.
Morris, yeah, it's going to stay with Amherst here.
So it looks like the 3 has been elusive for both teams. Amherst now 0 for 3 from deep, and the Jumbos 0 for 1. And so you breaks the ice first.
Robinson here with 7 on the clock. Shot clock running low. Phelan is going to have to put it up. Never hit the rim. That's going to be a 24-second violation. And it's going to be Tufts University ball.
Shot clock violation, Tufts ball. Tufts substitution number 13, Carson Cohen, checking in for number 11.
As we said, both teams played yesterday, so we get some flying changes here in the 7 minutes that we've already elapsed here in the first half. As a few new players come onto the court. Rogers back on, looking to get the ball down low. He gets it, and he attempts to finish, but good D there by Cherry.
Looked like you might have skid in the paint there.
Forces him in a tough shot. And there for 3, and that's going to go in. First 3, Tim McCarthy.
He drew Rogers from his normal paint position to come out there to try to defend him.
Yeah. There's a reach-in foul on Amherst.
His first team third.
Third team foul. There we go, Savage. Good finish with the right hand. Day gives the ball to Cherry. Cherry again for three, and it's good. McCarthy has the stroke warmed up, and he's hitting from three, getting the Mammoths back within four.
Like we said, that's their game, so if they can keep it going, it bodes well for them.
Just didn't seem comfortable there, Savage, as he stepped into that shot, clanks off the rim, and Cherry comes back quickly, looking to get a 2-for-1, but no. Thorner finishes at the rim with the left hand. Good finish, Thorner.
A clean underneath layup. These teams seem to want to playing fast pace, so you're going to get a lot of those.
Off the front of the rim. A little tussle for the ball after the rebound. And Phelan is down, but he seems to be all right, fortunately. Ball's going to be with the Tufts University Jumbos. And we got 16-10 here, folks, with 11:33 left in the first half. Ball in the hands of Carson Cohen. Reading the defense. Takes it on the left flank. Looking for Rogers. Hounded by Shredder. Careless pass there by Thorner, but it's going to stay with the Jumbos.
Casey McLaren now coming in for Eric Savage.
Yeah, that's the big X factor off the bench for the Jumbos there. See if he can provide a little spark, maybe some outside shooting. Thorner to the lane, and he finishes, and the foul. What a play, Thorner. He's really finishing at the rim well.
A nice cut between the two Amherst defenders with a little contact, sends him to the line for the opportunity for a third point.
Definitely, as they call it on the street, and one. Thorner sinks his free throw. Day puts up the shot, and that's in. Three-pointer for Garrett Day.
Rogers vying for positioning down there.
It's going to be a hold, number 5 there. Schalkman.
He didn't even know it, but it actually benefited Amherst a great deal because Thorner was wide open and probably would have looked to take the three.
Ball's into Rogers. He's going to look to go to work on Schalkman. He goes down low and he finishes.
Just stepped around him for the easy layup.
Yeah, he has a big size advantage there down low against Schalkman.
I'd say so.
Look for them to exploit that here in this matchup with the changes. Rebound handled by Kayumjin. His first action. He feeds Rogers in the alley-oop dunk! Kayumjin to Rogers! And that's going to necessitate a timeout from Aaron Toomey, the coach of the Mammoths. And both teams will talk it over for a bit. What are you seeing so far in this first half, Max?
I'm seeing some nice ball moves by the Jumbos, getting it to their big guys, Rogers, Savage, doing some nice work down low there. And also some heady defense, making the Mammoths take contested shots, really not giving up much ground on that side of the floor as well.
I also noticed, too, like we wanted to talk about that battle of the bench. You saw McCarthy come in, and he really had the sweet stroke. Maybe Toomey looks to exploit that advantage, that he might have a little advantage on the bench. Gets the right matchups with his players off the bench and can kind of cut into this lead and possibly see some tactical alterations to kind of get the right matchups for the players. Rogers really wreaking a little bit of havoc already, as we expected. But that outside shooting for the Mammoths looks to be there and could be a weapon to get them back into this game. Still early, only down 10.
Absolutely. And I mean, when you have such a threat on the perimeter, you draw a guy like Rogers out there and then create a huge void in the paint so it can kind of work to maybe create some easier shots down low.
Yeah, and Mammoths going small without Che or Cherry on the court, and that is going to be a foul.
Little slap on the arm of Phelan will send him to the line.
Claren going to pick up his first personal. Foul trouble was another thing we wanted to possibly talk about. The big men for the Jumbos, if they do get into foul trouble, that could really spell a lot of trouble for the Jumbos, as they like to work it down low and then work it out from there. But currently not doing too poorly, as Rogers or Savage, I don't believe, has a foul.
And with a friendly bounce, he makes the second.
Aronson takes the ball up court, gets a screen from Rogers. Down low to Rogers. He absorbs the contact and finishes with the right hand.
Just bullies his way in there and gives a little look to his right hand after that make.
That's a travel, as he tried to stop his momentum but couldn't, skid it a little bit. Gonna get called for the walk there. Gonna go back to the Jumbos. Rogers looks fired up, and he really has that mismatch against Schalkman.
And perhaps it's the knee brace that's
the ball right
affecting
now.
Schalkman.
You hear him calling. The Jumbos content to swing it around and get a nice shot for Kayumjan, who finishes.
Nice job using his left for that bank layup.
Jumbos on a run here, possibly 8-0, I believe.
Where, about right.
They had the free throws, excuse me, so an 8-2 run, possibly. Schalkman for three, that's way off.
I guess with that miss, it was right on Rogers just to let him float that one up there.
Aronson, step back. Off the front of the rim, can't get it, a friendly roll. And Che with the rebound. Day driving all the way and finishes sweetly with the right hand. Garrett Day.
Day took advantage of that nice and timely pick by Schalkman to get that clear path to a layup.
Aronson looking to get it down low to Rogers. He sends it back. Rogers with the ball now. He puts a long shot up, and that's good. He has all of it. The jumper, the down low moves, and the defense. The complete player, Luke Rogers.
No doubt. It's given him now 12 points in this first half, still with 8 minutes to go.
Puts up the shot, off the rim, rebound, Aronson. He pushes the pace. And the shot for three, no shot. There's going to be a foul.
Might have been an illegal screen on Aronson. Create a little more room than Morris probably deserved there.
But Morris with a nice shot. I'd like to see that off the bench. Sheldon takes out Rogers and puts in Savage and Oppenheim.
Aronson the one out for Savage.
Cherry back in. Looking to go to work. He's going to go in, try to take this shot. Does well and finishes.
Despite the great defense by Oppenheim, a nice make at that by Cherry.
I think this is going to be that stretch where Cherry needs to really assert his force down low. He has the advantage, I believe, and the talent.
Got to take advantage of Rogers being out.
He gets fouled shooting a long two, I believe. We will see. Certainly, could be a three, but I believe his foot was on the line.
Nope, I think that's 3 shots.
Giving him 3.
Morris at the line, shooting 3.
So 3 the hard way coming up. First one's good. And Tufts cheerleaders do a little magic trick. Looking to complete that 3-point play.
In the hardest of ways.
does pull it off. 3 for 3. Morris. Day now with the ball. Guarded by Kayumjin. Moves to his left. Phelan for 3.
Did a nice job popping up to the perimeter. A bit of a speed advantage on Oppenheim, too, and was helped by the screen.
Carson Cohen. Picked up by Phelan. Finds Savage. Savage goes to work on Cherry. There's a reach and foul on Phelan.
Didn't like that one, but I think the reach was
like
clear.
He got a lot of the ball there. I do understand his frustration, but did tie up the player a little bit. So that's going to send Savage to the line. Now in the bonus, Jumbos. I think the Mammoths really need to keep the pace going and make Jumbos keep switching to keep Rogers from staying on the court for too long. But foul there slows the pace as Cherry now has the ball. Works it to Che for the long 3. Just misses. The rebound by Brady. Brady finds Oppenheim. Back to Brady. Morris. Cohen. Swinging it around. Savage to Cohen. Cohen with 10 on the clock. Savage. Cohen. Down low. Finishes. Tries to finish with the left. Can't get it, but that's going to be out on the Mammoths as they couldn't get a handle on that ball. 2 seconds on the shot clock, though. Never touched the rim. They're going to get a reset because of a possession change. So that's going to be actually 20 seconds back on the shot clock.
Tufts seem to be struggling to get the ball down low. Couldn't open up a lane for Oppenheim. So we'll see if maybe they'll try to prioritize getting the ball in the paint.
So they reset the clock actually back to 3 seconds as
look for a quick catch and shoot.
Savage with the shot. Looks good, and it is.
All right.
That is a disappointment there for the Mammoths. They got him in a low shot clock, and still the Jumbo's able to get points from that possession. Cherry down low. He needs to finish, and he does.
Took advantage of the size advantage against Cohen.
Yes. Savage working on Che, and he gets another one. Savage coming in hot off the bench now.
Beautiful step back.
Allen turns it over. Savage pushes it, and Morris with the dunk.
Who's looking out for the rim there? Just a light touch, but does the job.
As long as 2 points is 2 points, as they say in the game. Cherry, he can't finish.
An automatic layup miss brings the ball back.
Brady leaves an open shot, but Morris won't. That one's just far, a little long there off the back of the rim. Robinson's going to push it. He's fouled. Probably a smart foul there by the Jumbos as they were still in transition. Still not in
It's going to be an inbound.
bonus. Yeah, still not in the bonus. Next foul put them in the bonus, I believe.
Yes.
Robinson inbounds it, gets the ball right back, and Savage takes a blow to the face, but he's fine. It's going to be a foul on the Mammoths. Possession switches over to the Jumbos here in a 15-point game. Timeout, Bob Sheldon. So while we have a brief break, we'll take a quick look at some stats here. Leading scorer for the Amherst Mammoths is Tim McCarthy with 2 3-point field goals at 6 points. Garrett Day is also close behind with 5. Over on the other end for the Tufts University Jumbos, it's Luke Rogers leading the way with 12 points and 2 rebounds, followed by Eric Savage with 8 and 2 as well. And Thorner doing well too, 2 for 2, 5 points.
So we'll see if Tufts can maintain this pretty sizable lead here coming down the stretch in the first half. Or maybe guys like Che on Amherst can put a dent in this lead. You know, a scorer like him who hasn't really popped off so far, perhaps he can get going.
Yeah, he really needs to get going if they're going to get back into this game. He's their leading scorer and a big piece in that offense. But Issa McGuire coming in for the first action, number 14 there for the Mammoths. And the long lob to Rogers. He's fouled, and he's going to be headed to the line.
You put Rogers in that alley-oop position, odds are a guy's going to try to whack him, try to prevent that alley-oop. So the benefit is it sends him to the line.
Yeah, the 6'8 Rogers can soar pretty much over anybody, possibly except Issa McGuire there, the 6'10 freshman. Rogers can't get the roll.
Amherst substitution number 1, Garrett checking in for Tufts. Number 1, Anderson, and number 12, Casey McLean.
Rogers 0 for 2. And a foul is going to send the Mammoths to the line, I believe.
McLaren seemed to knock a couple of guys down on that series of events.
Excuse me, that's just going to be a inbounds. Robinson brings it up court, finds Shredder. He gets the handle of the ball, passes to McGuire. McGuire sets his pick. A little sloppy with the basketball, but Shredder gets it back. Robinson to McGuire, but good defense there. Thorner finds Aronson. Aronson can't finish, but the Jumbos get another possession out of this one with the offensive rebound. McLaren now. McLaren finds Aronson. Aronson.
I think he might have whacked. Looked like he might have whacked Allen in the face, but no foul called.
There's a foul on the shot. He got Allen to leave his feet, and he's headed to the line for 2.
And how unfortunate, as the shot clock was expiring, you could see to that foul.
Allen's at the line, shooting 2.
Allen pleading his case on the earlier play where Aronson kind of pushed off to go retrieve that ball, but
might have flicked him in the nose.
Yeah,
certainly
that's what it looked
jerked
like.
his head back like that.
But basketball players notorious for their the non-contact embellishment. Looked like there was definitely some contact there, though.
And makes on both by Aronson. Brings the lead up to 17.
Yeah, Jumbo's defense doing great here, only holding the Mammoths to only 23 here in the first half. Cherry for 3, that's off. It's going to stay Mammoth's ball as a good work there down low by Shredder, collapsing on that rebound.
Forced Thorner to dribble it out of bounds.
Inbounds to Shredder. Cherry, picked up by Rogers. Day for 3. That's off the back of the rim. Day's going to get it back. He's going to shoot it. No, he's not. He's going to play it to Cherry. Cherry goes down low, finishes with the right over Rogers. I think that's what they really need to do. They need to get Rogers out on the perimeter and then be able to bring it down low. When he stays down low, they're not really going to be able to get a good shot.
When you have a speedy big like Cherry, you can take advantage and be able to go around the corner to make the layup. Long
3 there for Brady. Doesn't go. And the Mammoths push it to Robinson. Robinson's going to take the contact, and that's actually a charge. Good work there by Aronson. Aronson's going to take the ball up court with 3 left in the first half. Hands it off to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Aronson. Brady down low to Rogers. Rogers going to go to work. He gets fouled. No, he does not.
Called for the foul. Called for N1. Got neither the points nor the foul.
And there's going to be a foul on Robinson. He's headed to the line as Thorner fouls him. on the layup.
Now Amherst enters the bonus.
Robinson at the line, shooting 2.
First make by Robinson. We got a host of subs. Looks like Savage, Morris, and Kayunjin enter the game. Second shot, sunk. 2 for 2 for Robinson. Bows bring it out with Aronson.
Picked up by Cherry on the switch now. Download to Rogers. Rogers going to finish.
You have to admit there was a total size mismatch there with Rogers on Day. Day no match for the tall, wide frame of Rogers.
Robinson for 2. Can't go. Rogers able to secure the rebound. But
Morris in the way there of that passing lane between Rogers and Aronson, which sends the ball back the Mammoths' way.
Rogers looking to start the fast break, but his teammates were not ready. That's going to be a turnover. Credited to Rogers there. He averages about 2 per game, so.
It's like when you see the wide receiver not look back on a pass coming from his quarterback.
Out to the corner. Allen, he's going to turn that one over. Bob Sheldon.
With the grab.
He's
Great
active over there on that sideline for the Jumbos.
Allen, his second team limit. Checking in for Mammoths, number 30,
2 minutes, just a little bit over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Mammoths able to bring it down to 15. Largest lead was up to, I believe, 17. Aronson finds Kayumjin. Pump fake. Down low to Rogers. He gets the reach-in foul. And he's headed to the line.
Now, I've noticed the Mammoths are doing a better job of keeping tighter gaps on Rogers. Even when he doesn't have the ball, he's finding it hard to create that separation and get an open layup. Fortunately here, though, he was fouled and will be sent to the line.
Yeah, they're really working on preventing the ball into him first. When he gets the ball in, there's not really much you can do to stop him.
Right, usually game over.
Yeah, but the Mammoths not doing a terrible job, though, here as Rogers goes for his 15th and 16th points.
And his substitution, number 11, Grant Robinson, and for number 30, Will Fagan.
But clearly with the point pace Rogers is going at, some adjustments will need to be made by the Mammoths at halftime.
Definitely. And like I said, Rogers now at 16.
And will likely sit out the rest of this half in favor of Oppenheim, who mans down low now.
Look for the Mammoths to exploit that matchup. Cherry had got the legs going, the shot falling, and here he comes. Taking on Oppenheim, spinning down low. Finds a great pass to Shredder. Cherry to Shredder for 2.
Great underneath layup by him.
But Aronson right back tries the layup. Rebound quick by Cherry. He's going to push the pace. Behind the back. Over to Day, the shot. And that's good for 3. Robinson gets a 3 to fall for the Mammoths. Savage now with the ball down low. Short jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Shredder. Day pushing the pace. Little life from the Mammoths here at the end of the first half. Shredder working down low. Cherry for 3. And that's good.
The big man connects. And now we're down to single digits. Just a 9-point lead for the Jumbos now.
Rogers visibly upset on the bench as he single-handedly put the Jumbos in the lead, and he watched it evaporate from the bench. But a good rebound there by Oppenheim as Aronson finishes for 2. 2 seconds between the game clock and a shot clock. Look for the Mammoths to hold out for this last possession. Actually, shot clock is turned off. Maybe decimals between it. Shot clock turned off. Robinson, 2-1. He puts up the 3, and Oh, buzzer beater going into halftime. Robinson. They're going to review that one, but I think it's going to count, folks.
A total prayer of a shot. You could tell he was just trying to chuck it up there. But, hey, sometimes miracles happen. And now the Mammoths only behind by 8.
Stay tuned for more action from JumboCast presentation here of... Oh, here's a replay we're going to check. Look at that shot. Right as the buzzer goes. Robinson... What a shot there.
It looked like you got it off well on time, even with about 0.8 seconds left. No question,
yeah.
that this three should stand. So.
Yeah, so quick look at the stats, possibly. Let's
Absolutely.
do that real quick. So quick stats, Robinson with that 3 now takes over the leading scorer for the Amherst Mammoths with 10 points, 3 of 4 from the field. Cherry, not the most efficient, 4 of 8 with 9 points. McCarthy rounds out the top 3 with 8 points, 2 of 3 from three-point land. Luke Rogers leads the Jumbos with 16 points and 3 rebounds. Tyler Aronson, 8 points, 2 rebounds. And Savage rounds out the top 3 with 8 points and 2 rebounds as well. The leading assist getters for each team, Eric Savage with 3 and Garrett Day with 3.
So with that, we will send you all to the break. Please join us back again for second half coverage coming up in just under 14 minutes.
Welcome back to this second half action here in JumboCast. There we go. Oh. No. Welcome back to some second half action as the game is already in progress here. Robinson picking up right where we left off, now only down 8. Che puts up the short range jumper, little floater, gets it to fall.
And funny Che make that floater. We were just talking before the start of the half about our keys for this second half, and Che being their leading scorer, we knew he had to get going in order for the Mammoths to have more success, and that floater bodes well maybe for Amherst going forward in the second half.
Yeah, we're not maybe the most experienced basketball players, but or announcers or analysts, but it looks like Toomey has the same mindset as us, that feed Che right away. So, you know, maybe a little pat on the back for us here.
As they say, shooters got to shoot.
That's well said, well said. And that's why I never shoot.
Likewise.
Mammoths able to get the ball back there. Now down 6, looking to cut it to 4 right here, possibly 3. Robinson, Shredder, Allen, Che, he's gonna drive in, the floater over Rogers.
Savage sacrificed taking a foul by, sacrificed the points by avoiding the foul.
Little tangle up there between Aronson and Allen. It's been awfully chippy between those two throughout the game. We saw some frustrations from both sides early on in the first half, and now in second half it continues. Allen trying to explain to the bench what happened, but they're unhappy with his play. McCarthy out to Carson Cohen. Cohen, now Aronson. Down to Rogers, down low. He finishes with the left hand.
Savage probably would have had a decent shot there, but he noticed Rogers was going to have a wide open one and just fed him with ease.
Can't get much more open than the 6'8" Luke Rogers next to the hoop. And Che finishes 3 in a row for Fru Che.
Maybe that was the missing element for Che in the first half. Those floater attempts, they seem to be working out well for him so far.
Rogers dunks over Cherry, and he's got 2 in a row. Going back and back.
Bench is into it.
Yeah, bench is definitely in it. Back-to-back Rogers, Che, Rogers, Che. Let's see if this continues here in the second half. If it does, we're in for a good one. Now with Day. Picked up by Rogers. Day gets a little space. He's going to put the jumper up and can't fall. Rogers contests. There you go. Morris able to get the rebound. Finds the hands of Carson Cohen. Cohen finds Savage. Down low to Rogers. He's able to get a handle on it. Picked up by Shredder. Aronson. He's going to rise and off the back of the rim, but picked up by Morris. Keeping this possession alive. Aronson looking to reset up the offense. Morris clears out. Down low to Rogers. Rogers stripped by Cherry. Well done, but he finds the feed for 3, and it's in.
Carson Cohen with the 3.
Fru Che. Cherry's going to finish, but no. They're going to call a foul on Luke Rogers there as he battled for position to get that rebound.
Amherst foul.
Going to be the second personal, second team foul.
Maybe it was a little hip check that did him in. Got him that better positioning.
Yes, possibly there. And as that's going to be Luke Rogers' first personal. No foul trouble here so far for Luke Rogers, which is a good sign for the Jumbos. Shredder looking to back down Rogers. Not going to be able to finish over the taller Rogers there as Savage pushes up pace up court. Crosses up Cherry, but he can't finish. The second attempt goes for him, though.
Cherry disappointed in his lack of physicality in order to keep that putback away.
It's going to be Robinson setting up the offense. He's calling the play. The man is clear right. There's a good pick for Day. He cannot finish, though. Oof. There's a moving screen on Luke Rogers. He's picked up 2 in just as many minutes.
Made himself feel a little bit better by slamming that ball. A little bit of a
let out that
energy
frustration.
release, yeah.
But yeah, just two fouls in those 2 minutes is going to cause him to be sit for a second. Pretty hard foul there, though. Big size difference.
No doubt.
Glad to see that the Mammoth player is all right, though. Ball in the hands of Shredder, down low. He's going to try one. Airballs it.
Oppenheim with the smothering defense causes that airball.
But Thorner was stepping on the line as he tried to collect that rebound. Ball is going to stay with the Mammoths, 11 on the clock. Thalen. It's going to be a team foul on Tufts. Racking up the fouls early on in this second half could put them in a precarious situation coming down the stretch. Still up 11. A little bit too much in the future to be looking into it, but you don't like to be in foul trouble this early.
And it sends talented players like Aronson to the bench.
Cannot finish, though. Shredder tries to get that bucket to fall with the contact, but just rolls off the rim. He's going to be headed to the line for 2.
And it looks like Oppenheim was guilty on that foul call.
That one's short.
It's like Tim McCarthy, that is.
Looking to check in.
Looking to check in, the big three-point shooter for the Mammoths.
Oppenheim with the rebound as Shredder goes 0 for 2. Now Carson Cohen. Scanning the defense, he spins. Finds Morris down low to Oppenheim. Oppenheim looking going across court. That one's too flat for Daly.
Che with the board.
Brady, excuse me. Shredder unable to grab that offensive rebound as Cohen pushes the pace. Finds Thorner. Thorner in the corner. Thorner. Oppenheim going to slow it down. Back in the hands of Carson Cohen. Cross-court pass, and the shot for 3, and it's good!
Great vision by Cohen there. Seeing Morris in the corner, getting it to him, and then Morris doing what he does best. Hit it from that corner.
Yeah, definitely. Big difference there. Oh, check out this replay, folks, for you real quickly. It's going to be this three-point play. You see Carson Cohen here. He hands it down to Luke. Oh, that's the dunk right there. Excuse me. Big dunk over Cherry Luke Rogers. What do you think gave Luke Rogers the capacity to get that open and get that dunk?
I think the Mammoths were sensing the threat from 3. Some early ones hit in this second half that they kind of neglected to take care of the paint as much, leaving Rogers with a little more room than he felt for a lot of that first half.
Definitely. When he has room to catch and turn, lights
Game
out.
over.
Yeah, it's lights out. As we just saw there with the emphatic dunk. Rogers already put 2 or 3 of them up today. You saw earlier in the first half that beautiful one-handed alley-oop. That was amazing. And then he tried it again and got fouled. So Rogers hanging out above the rim today.
Absolutely. The physicality and length on full display propelled Tufts to kind of around where their max lead was before, up at 14 now.
So the Mammoths coming in as a pretty good three-point shooting team, shooting about 45%, but today they're only 7 for 17. So a little uncharacteristic for the Mammoths as another team foul on the Jumbos.
His second, team 6.
Ball in. And the ball put up three-pointer.
Deep three.
Will Phelan.
Connects.
Cohen down low. Can't get it to fall, and Phelan with the rebound. He's going to push the pace. Driving all the way coast to coast, but can't finish, but he's headed to the line.
Phelan's been doing it all in these past couple possessions with the deep three, gets the board, pushes the pace, and draws the foul.
Will Phelan at the line, shooting 2.
Keeping the deficit right where it's at. Both teams trading basket for basket here early on in the second half. First one's good for Phelan.
And we'll see if the Mammoths, just entering the bonus now, potentially come back to haunt the Jumbos later.
Definitely, yeah, that was something we were talking about. I personally think it might not affect the final score of the game, but it definitely could affect the late drama. 2 for 2 for Phelan. Rogers back in the game. See if that lets the momentum swing the Jumbos' way, or possibly maybe too one-dimensional here on offense. Hasn't seemed to be the case. Out in the corner for 3. It's off the rim. Rebound. Phelan, little stutter step. He goes down low, kicks it out, but that's a bad decision on the pass as it's telegraphed right to Brady. Brady gets the ball back. Aronson. Thorner finds McLaren. McLaren down low. Ball's going to stay with the Jumbos. It's going to be 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the Jumbos. Ball. Go ahead, Max. Sorry.
The heady tip by the defender. Looked like McLaren was going in for that clear layup.
Rogers able to assert his will and get the foul. He's headed to the line. Now eclipsing the 20-point mark.
Making it look easy at that.
Definitely, definitely. He has been a little quiet on the boards today, though. A perennial or a everyday double-double man. He's definitely double figures in points today, but a little slow on the rebounds. But the other players on the team are definitely picking up where he left off. Can't convert the free throw. Day gets a screen from Cherry. Phelan back to Day. Day driving with the right hand, and he finishes. Good finish there. Strong take by Garrett Day.
Nice speed on display.
Brady looked for the shot, decided against it. Rogers gets the double team, swings it cross court to McCarthy. Brady over to Thort. Good shot, Thorner. Thorner able to get that 3 to fall. Now the Jumbo's up 12. Day, long 2, off the front of the rim. Rebound, McCarthy. Aronson. Brady down low to Rogers. He got a little shielded by that backboard, unable to finish with the left hand. Good physicality there by Cherry. The 3 doesn't fall. Rebound, Thorner. Thorner, the corner, 3, bang!
McLaren with the triple.
The Mammoths needs points here, and Shredder does it for them easily. It's a timeout for Amherst anyway. Just as I was saying, Amherst needs a point there, otherwise I was probably calling a timeout. It calls them anyway. Break a little slight modification, possibly to the defense. Rogers getting the ball down low and just creating havoc. He's able to swing it wide, get those 3-pointers. We saw it was kind of working in the first half. They were fronting and backing Rogers, preventing him to get that ball down low. Not really happening here in the second half, and as you already see, he's already at 22 points on the game. So possible alterations from Aaron Toomey of the Mammoths.
It helps when a guy like him, despite being such a scoring threat, has great vision as well. He can look to that corner, find a reliable 3-point shooter like McLaren, and be able to entrust that other guys can get points on the board, other than their leading point getter.
Definitely, yeah. That's definitely one of the assets of the Jumbos. They like to spread it around. Rogers is the focal point, but he is a willing passer as well. Aronson. Savage gets Rogers out wide, and there's going to be a foul on Shredder. It's going to be their 4th team foul.
It was right of him to anticipate the pass, but he got his hand between it, and therefore will get called for the reach.
Just a little unlucky there. He read the play well, like you said, but unable to not foul. Aronson. Savage.
Looks like Phelan,
Phelan,
perhaps.
I believe, too. Yeah, the big mismatch against Rogers there. All he could do was tug his shirt, probably.
Yeah.
It's maybe Bob Sheldon's strategy here to kind of even out those fouls so that it doesn't come back to bite him at the end.
Great inbound look by
Savage finishes. Good look by
Kayunjin.
Day. Shredder gets the screen from Cherry. He rises. Can't get it to go.
Oh.
Nearly tipped in by the Jumbos, but Cherry's going to clean it up and get 2.
With the 3 down, a little disoriented, Cherry picks up the mess and lays it in for 2.
Possibly Cherry picked up the mess?
Clever, Mr. Davis.
Kayumjin for 3, and it's good!
Big bench points for the Jumbos, leading that category.
Shredder for 3, and that's good. He answers right back.
A response by
Michael Shredder, the sophomore from Ridgewood, New Jersey. Really having a good second half here. Excuse me, that's Tim McCarthy.
And you see more desire in the second half from Phelan, trying to get to the hole, to convert the layups. Even though he's not been making them, it's been bringing him to the line. So certainly this is working in the Mammoths' favor to rack up the fouls for the Jumbos.
Able to convert the first. Rogers comes back out after he picks up the foul. Oppenheim.
Morris comes in for McLaren.
And unable to get the second, so he splits the pair as Savage collects the rebound. Makes a move, drives down low, but there's going to be a foul before the shot that's said as a team foul. Going to be an inbounds play. One more sends them in the bonus. Here with 10 minutes left in the second half. Jumbo's out to a 12-point lead. But as we saw, that lead can evaporate in a blink of an eye. The Jumbo still pushing hard. Seal this one out. Kayumjin, Aronson, struggle for the ball. Gonna call a timeout, and that's gonna be Kayumjin. Jumps down to the floor, does well, and the possession's gonna stay with the Jumbos.
It's timely by Savage to call that timeout. It looked like Kayunjin was kind of veering to the backcourt. I don't know if a backcourt violation would have been called, but it was a good chance for the Jumbos to make sure they weren't going to turn the ball over.
Or even go for the jump ball. I know there's no jump balls here in college basketball, but if you do have a tie up there, it's wherever the possession arrow is pointing. So in that situation, it may have gone to the Mammoths. So able to call the timeout when possession was held on the floor allowed them to retain possession, as you said. So
heady move.
A very cerebral move there by Savage, the senior. Both teams here not really having a senior presence, real young rosters, and like to see the talent here and the experience they're going to get from playing all these games together. That lack of experience maybe showing itself there as Oppenheim and Savage not on the same page and turned over there. Robinson going to bring it up court. Shredder finds Allen. Allen for three. That's not going to go. Allen having kind of a frustrating game for him today. He's been involved in a lot of scraps and unable to really get his shooting game going here as Kayumjin has the ball.
No connected shots from it all at 0 points.
Morris down low, and they're going to give him the foul even though Allen got the ball at the end, possibly before he got the ball there. It's going to put the Jumbos in the bonus with their 7th team foul.
To me, it looked like a clean strip. You know, as Morris was going up for it, obviously maybe neglecting to hold on to the ball as tightly. Looked like Allen might have grabbed it from him, but nonetheless called in as a reach.
Definitely. So Morris here for two. Misses the first one, actually. It's a 1-and-1 here in D3 basketball. So since he doesn't make that first shot, Mammoths now have the ball. Robinson down low to Shredder. He kicks it out to Allen. Allen for three. That's off.
Cannot break the cold snap. It's been haunting in this whole game.
Kayumjin, a lefty, as you see it in his left hand consistently. Savage, cross court for three, and it's good. Brendan Morris. He's had the hot hand for three for the Jumbos.
Absolutely, he's been huge this game. And Robinson will head to the stripe.
His first team night. Brent Robinson shooting 1-1.
I'm not really sure how it works in D3, Jarrett, but it might be that when you enter some sort of bonus plus, perhaps at 10 fouls, then you get to a normal two-shot foul deal.
I know it's changed a little bit even in NCAA's
right.
D1, so I'm a little bit lost. But just to let you know, a 1-and-1 is when they're in the bonus, and first shot is a make or break. You make it, you get the second one. You don't.
No chance for
a second. Savage here. Going to try a little circus shot with the underhand, but doesn't go. But the foul is on the Mammoths as Rogers, Brady, and Aronson come in for Oppenheim, Kayumjin, and Morris. Phelan back in for the Mammoths. He had a hot start to this second half. See if he can keep it going. Cut that 14-point lead the Jumbos had, but not if Rogers can have anything to say about it, but can't get that fall on the finger roll.
Rogers with some nice twisting action. I think caught Cherry a bit disoriented, and all he could do was foul him and send him to the line.
Rogers, not the most efficient free throw shooter, but see if he can get 2 here. First one clanks off the rim.
You could maybe compare him to a guy who used to play in the NBA who shared the same number as him by the name of Shaquille O'Neal.
I don't know about that, but yes, his free throw shooting could use a little bit of work.
As evidenced by that one.
That one a little bit. But you can't fault him. He's having a great game today.
Absolutely.
And
his post play makes up for it.
Yeah, just as you see there too, defensively causes him to alter the shot, and Savage gonna draw the foul. He's headed to the line.
I would have been curious to know what the call would have been on that Robinson blocked. It looked like it might have been heading down on the arc, and therefore would have garnered a goaltending call, but we'll never know. Foul came first.
Very rarely gets called the goaltend when the player's hand is fake palm up. Usually if you pin it against the backboard, then possibly, but
it's kind of an
palm
automatic.
up, they usually don't call it the goaltend, but I would have been intrigued as well. Very hard to see for the refs. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. And Savage converts.
Tough substitution number 0. Dylan Thorner checking in for number 33, Eric Savage.
Thorner comes in for Savage, but looking at the Mammoths roster, I see Cherry and I see an opportunity. They're now down low for Day. Day finishes.
But notice who you don't see.
Che.
Number 25.
Yeah,
Mr.
no
Che.
And he started very strong in this first few minutes of the second half, but sitting on the bench at the moment as Thorner has the ball. Excuse me, Aronson. Brady for 3 off the rim and out.
Day scoops it up. I'm going to push the pace. Sees the lane.
Good D by Carson Cohen, but his foot was on the line. And they're actually going to call the foul on the shot first. Oh.
It was a nice recovery by Carson. Looked like he got burned on a Euro step made by Day. Seemed to recover for the block, but I guess got a little palm on that recovery.
A little interesting, too. You see the ref at the baseline say, it's a Mammoths ball on the step out, but actually was a foul called by the back judge. So Day shooting 2, misses the first one, looking to split the pair. Mammoths down 13, still definitely within reach here in Cousins Gymnasium on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Rogers makes a slightly dangerous pass, but Cohen able to handle the pressure and bring the Jumbos offense up court. Cohen feeds Rogers, but the reach in by Cherry is going to send Rogers to the line for 1-and-1.
Amherst foul charge number 20, Josh Cherry.
Possibly 2 straight up, as my friend Max noted, since both teams are past the 10-point mark. Yeah, the announcer just announced shooting 2, even though that was a foul on the floor.
Amherst substitution number 25,
Rogers unable to convert that first one.
With the Jumbos having a 12-point lead, doesn't seem like these missed free throws should come back to haunt them, but who knows?
But there he goes. Rogers able to find the back of the net to steal a soccer term. Not very often used in basketball, more
and in hockey as well.
Back of the net.
Definitely make use of it.
Good English on that layup from Robinson, but he can't get it to go as the Jumbos push down court. Slow it down with Cohen. Cohen guarded by Allen. Cohen to Thorner. Thorner. Morris hounded by Robinson. Now picked up by Che. He puts the 3 up, and that's in. Morris! I can do it by myself type of play for 3. Brennan Morris. Good shot there. He has a sweet stroke, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And what resilience by the Bow guards to say, hey, even though we're getting guarded tightly up the perimeter, let's create some space for ourselves and make the shot.
Yeah, Phelan tries to answer right back, but that clanks off the rim as the Jumbos come down into the front court. Back into the hands of Brennan Morris. Excuse me, that is a Will Brady. Now in the hands of Morris. He finds Rogers down low. He just walks right around him, but he can't finish.
Normally automatic for him, especially being at 6'8".
Rogers trying to shoot it from the floor. It's going to be called a foul before that shot is attempted, but I like the creativity from the big man, Luke Rogers.
Looked like a bit of a trick shot, I gotta say.
Probably about the same height off the ground on his one knee for about maybe me. But
not too far off either.
Yeah. To be blessed with height. What a gift for some. I do love basketball, and it's a pleasure to announce it, but I think that's about as far as I'm going to get, as close as I'm going to get to the court, in fact.
You can't eclipse 6 feet. Kind of hard to find yourself out on this floor, I must say.
You know, I got handles like IT, maybe a little spud web action. I got a little vertical jump a little bit, but, I tried to break the stereotype white men can't jump, but honestly, I think it is a valid stereotype.
We'll make sure to give Coach Sheldon a look at you next season.
Please. It's going to be a travel on Luke Rogers.
Coach Sheldon, for some reason, pleased, even though the ball is heading the other way.
Liking the movement from his offense. Probably a set play there that he's wanted to work into the game. Executed well, got an open look, but Rogers moved his feet one too many times. Morris with the rebound, pushing it up court. Swings it out to Cohen. Cohen loses the handle briefly, but flips it to Brady. Brady finds Cohen. Picked up by Phelan. Phelan on him hard. The reach in by Phelan on Brady is going to send Brady to the line for 2.
And you can understand Phelan's aggressive, being down by 16, trying to create something, even though it sends him to the line. I mean, you got to take those chances if you want to have any chance at coming back in this game.
Definitely, and it all starts on defense. You got to prevent Rogers from really asserting his will down low, but you also can't give him any open looks for 3. On the offensive side, I'm a little lost for Amherst. I don't really know what they need to do. It seems like it's coming from different directions. Cherry hasn't really had it going today. Che not really either. If anything, I'm getting the ball in the hands of Shredder, and it looks like Phelan right now. They've been kind of a few people, and surprising is Tim McCarthy really hasn't put his own stamp on this second half at all. I haven't seen much of him, not even really attempting many shots when he was pretty hot in the first half.
Absolutely. Yeah, they haven't really had that guy assert himself in order to, try to chip into this lead a little. Maybe someone will emerge. Who knows? Che's out there. Robinson has looked good at times.
Tim McCarthy out now with the ball. Just getting spoken about. See if I can rub a little charm his way. But there you go, Che. Che able to get a 3. See if he can get on another streak, just like one we saw early in this second half.
Looks like the Mammoths employing a light press after the inbound. They kind of backed off, but maybe it'll
Morris
ramp
for
itself
3,
up.
trying to answer back, unable. Oppenheim gets the rebound tipped out, unfortunately, to the Mammoths as Day swings it to McCarthy. Swung all the round. Che for another 3, but that's going to be short. But he's fouled on the shot. He's going to be headed to the line for 3.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Having a chance to look at the footwear of some of the players here, you realize Che kind of sports an interesting style, real low-cut shoe. Most players often look to get a little more ankle protection in a tough game on your ankles and knees basketball, jumping up and down, dangerous hazards of landing on other people's feet, but going maybe more for the style and maybe for the sleek agility in those very nice white sleek shoes.
I do agree the style is on point. Maybe he just doesn't like the ankle restriction, wants to let him breathe,
Understandable. 2 for 3 from the line for Che as they're now down 12, the Mammoths. Ball in the hands of Morris. Cohen, down low to Rogers. Rogers looking to work on Che. He's hounded by 3 defenders. The ball goes down low. And that's going to be a jump ball.
Stays with the Bows, having the possession arrow.
Yeah, not really anywhere for Rogers to put the ball on the floor there, hounded by 3 people. He needs to hold on to it, either go up with it right away or kick it out to an open player. But able to keep possession there for the Jumbos, what looked like almost an evident turnover, but...
It seems like when Rogers keeps the ball low to his feet, very easy for Mammoth defenders to hound him, kind of get around him and give him no passing lane. So fortunate to get the ball back.
Aronson is fouled by number 11, Robinson.
And for his foul charge, number 11, Grant Robinson, his 3rd team limit. Number 1, Tyler Aronson at the line, shooting 2.
So Aronson will go to the line for 2 free throws. Looking to salt this one away, and a majority of that will be done from the free throw line, especially with Rogers out there. Might be a strategy to come back in this game. Fouling Rogers, we'll see if that pokes its head out in this game with just under 4 to go.
Could turn into a Hack-a-Luke situation.
Hack-a-Luke, I quite agree.
They have the player fouls to afford it. You don't want to see any of these guys fouling out, especially Che.
Che's going to be called for a travel. James Harden never gets that call, but here in D3, you do get called for every little step. The refs do a great job here. Savage gets it inbounded to Cohen. The full court press now employed by the Mammoths. Cohen finds Savage. Savage driving the lane. Finishes and 1.
Coming up big on that drive. Fights with the contact.
Eric Savage, the 6'3" senior from South Brunswick, New Jersey.
And for substitution, number 20, Josh Cherry, checking in for number 3, Devin Allen.
He's able to convert from the line for the 3-point play as the lead is now 17. Allen, excuse me, Robinson. Robinson to McCarthy. McCarthy fakes. Good ball fake, but it can't finish at the rim. Rebound, Cohen. Aronson finds Savage. Good ball movement by the Jumbos. Easy lay-in for Savage. Aronson puts his fist in the air as the play works to perfection for the Jumbos.
Like
Day with a step back. Unable to get that to fall. Unlucky, though, as that was a good play by Garrett Day. He's had a pretty good game here for the Mammoths, especially here in the second half.
Does seem like a lot of these... Ooh, the dunk. No, but it does seem like a lot of these Mammoth players are just not having the greatest ball luck right now. Nothing really has seemed to be falling in these past few minutes as the Jumbos have now gotten a 21-point lead.
Here, let's check that out again, folks. Aronson feeds to the right wing, cuts to his left, down low to Luke Rogers, and he finishes emphatically at the rim. What a finish. What a player, Luke Rogers.
Once again, we just see him slip open there, allows him to easily convert for that menacing slam.
It's going to be a technical here on the Mammoths, possibly for a celebration or something like that, but Day is going to go to the line for 2. He converts them both.
Looks like Luke Rogers might be done for the day and done in the best of ways with that slam.
Yeah,
sends him off emphatically.
Checks out with 25 points and 6 rebounds. If anything to poke out that stat line, he does get. He only goes 3 for 9 from the free throw line, but 11 from 17 in the field, so pretty efficient. Defensively, very stalwart. And solid game for Rogers as he's put up back-to-back performances here at Cousins Gymnasium.
Huge. Looking to propel them to, what is it, a 4-0 conference record. It would be 3-0
3-0, yes.
after this after this game.
Yeah, that would put Amherst at 2-2 as they look to take on Williams in another conference match. Tufts took care of Williams last time they faced them, and the Jumbos are going to get Bates here at home next weekend. Please tune in for that JumboCast presentation of NCAA Division III men's basketball action. We're happy to provide it here for you. Again, this is Jared Davis, joined by my good friend Max Goldfarb, bringing you the best of men's basketball action here at Cousins Gymnasium. 2:22 left on the clock. Deuces wild, as my good friend Vince Scully used to say. Looks like we're all done almost here. 19-point difference. You never know, though, in Division III basketball.
Tough to find the gaps with the press.
That's going to be a travel on Oppenheim.
Despite Savage's great threading of the needle, Oppenheim doesn't do his part, travels, and sends the ball back. Amherst win.
Ball into Che. He gives it right back to Robinson, who finishes for three. Aronson smartly gets the ball and brings it up court, able to escape the press. And now Savage looking to finish at the lane, but does not. Cherry pushing the pace. He's going to finish. Cohen just unable to stand in the way of the bulldozer coming down the lane.
Ooh.
Unable to get the inbound in, and that's going to be a foul on Morris. Like I said, never over till it's over. Now only down 14. The possibility to make it only 12. 1:49 left on the clock.
Stranger things have happened, folks.
Most definitely, possibly some Ray Allen heroics here from Robinson, who's already made the three and looking to go for two right here, but unable to get that one to fall. What was that, 12 points in 30 seconds for Ray Allen or something like that? It was crazy. Yeah. Would take possibly something like that for the Mammoths to come back here. And if anybody's going to do it, I think it might be Robinson. Don't count Che out, though. Gets the ball in, he's going to get fouled. Cohen's going to be headed to the line. And as is customary in the end of most basketball games, we will watch quite a bit of free throws.
Oh, yeah.
Close this game off.
They'll get their practice in so they don't have to do it during the week.
I think the coaches will still put them through the normal free throw lines anyway.
Never hurts.
No, definitely not. Cohen unable to make that free throw.
But you see the Jumbo setting up shop behind the perimeter, knowing that, hey, we don't need to fight for the rebounds. We just need to defend any pressure that comes our way from Amherst.
And make your free throws, though.
That always helps.
Robinson. He can't get that one to fall. Good rebound. Aronson's going to be headed to the line, fouled by Cherry.
Amherst foul charge number 20, Josh Cherry, his fourth team limit.
Unlucky for Robinson there. Looked like a good look for him. But it just a little long, clanks off the rim. Good rebound by the Jumbos. And back to the line for two. Aronson, a very solid free throw shooter. One of the few that are actually on the Jumbos roster. But he makes both of them.
Now up to 6 for 6 on the game. Believe the only, well, a couple other perfect free throw shooters, but no one with nearly as many free throws as him.
Day looking to finish with the left hand, can't. Aronson, they're not going to foul him. They're just going to full court press. And the Jumbos, if they can cross the stripe, instead they will be fouled. That's going to be a foul on number 15, McCarthy.
If I were Amherst, I might have tried my luck trying to force the, 5 second, 10 second?
8 second.
8 second, there you go.
So 8 seconds.
Violation in the
Yes,
backcourt.
I think that is what they were doing, and then once they saw the trap wasn't working, immediate foul, which is a pretty solid decision because you can't let them run out the clock.
Exactly.
But like most times you would probably go for the direct foul, but I understand the idea there, just couldn't execute there, as we're down to the final 80 seconds here. McCarthy finishes. The press is on. Trying to trap him here.
But only a precious
Aronson.
65 seconds left.
Aronson able to cross the equator. And looks like the Jumbos are going to be content to run clock unless Robinson gets called for a foul, which he does. So that will send Savage to the line. He has a bone to pick with the ref there. And I believe he is warranted that he held his position and really didn't reach in on that one, but didn't give the offensive player the opportunity to establish position either, so understandable there.
Checking in for Amherst, number 12, Tommy Mobley.
Looks like Mobley's getting his first action of the game. Nice to see.
Can't get that one to fall for Savage. But he splits the pair. Oh, excuse me. Misses that second one off the front of the rim. Day's going to airball that one right into the hands of Aronson, who's going to find a way to get the ball to Savage, who finds Cohen, and with 40 seconds again, content to run the clock. Cohen over to Aronson.
They're just going to play keep away the rest of the way, it seems like.
Yes,
Amherst
well
content
said.
to let it happen. Seeing that the game is pretty much all out of reach. Cohen says, why not? Let me pad the stat line. Hits the tray.
And that's the proverbial icing on the cake here, as it's 96-78 with only 21 seconds left. The three-pointer we said was kind of the advantage for the Mammoths here. They are unable to show that advantage here. Jumbo's actually making a lot of three-pointers here, along with their already significant down-low advantage. Which really spells the difference between this game and why you see kind of a lopsided result in the end, but maybe a little bit closer than the result really says.
I'd say so. I think really the difference here, I mean, you hit it right on the head, Jarrett. I mean, being able to dominate both the front and back court, and also having a bit of, as I alluded to before, bad ball luck by the Mammoths certainly hurts.
And the Jumbo's able to just hold on to this one as they cross the half-court line with 8 seconds left to go. They will just hold on to it, and we will be done here. Final score is going to be 96-78. The Jumbos defeat the Amherst Mammoths. Your leading scorer of the game and player of the game, Luke Rogers. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in to this JumboCast presentation of NCAA Division III men's basketball. Please tune in next week for more action. Thanks again and enjoy your weekend. For Jarrett Davis and Max Goldfarb signing off, and have a good one.